Welcome back to Sports Talk ATL. I am Chase Earl, joined by Alex Thorpe. We got an interesting little development here. Hey, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, and the Braves, they show up in prime time. Well, speaking of prime time, he made an interesting comment to an Atlanta Falcons scout saying where he made the guy say what he said. So, right, Deion's telling him, hey, to the camera, say what I said. And he's basically like, we ain't coming back unless Atlanta takes us. Now, I think he's trying to say Atlanta ain't going to get back up until the Sanders boys are back there. You obviously got Shiloh and Shador. The interesting one of the two is Shador, because if Desmond Ridder does not get things figured out, Shador Sanders, if whether he comes out this year or next year, could be an option for the Falcons. And Shador does have some things that I love. He's athletic. He's accurate down the field. There's a lot of things to like. There's also some things not to like, holding onto the ball way too long and stuff like that. But then again, you're playing behind Colorado's offensive line, which isn't exactly the best unit. So he's asked to make a lot of plays where he's got to score 50 points. He's trying not to take sacks. He's trying to make plays. I get it. But NFL evaluators are going to have to figure out how much is that him holding a ball too long? How much is it, when you put him behind a competent offensive line, how is he going to react? It's going to be tough to judge, but he's definitely going to be one of the higher QB prospects, whether it's this year or next year that he comes out.
Yeah, talk about electricity in the air. I mean, Shador Sanders with Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Must-watch TV. Falcons games would be a red carpet event because Deion would surely be showing up and bringing his entourage. Just talking about fun. We talk a lot about, how fun the Bijan Robinson picket. Shador Sanders would be fun. When he was at Jackson State, a lot of the talk was, we can't really take this kid seriously because of the level of competition at HBCUs and yada, yada, yada. Well, now we've seen him at Colorado, and we've seen him dice up some defenses that are going to send kids to the league. Now, he did look not so good against Oregon, and Oregon's a very good defense. Whether that has to do with his supporting cast or him, I don't know. I tend to think it was more the supporting cast. Like you mentioned, Travis Hunter was out. His offensive line, I mean, we could be on that offensive line. They've got one kid probably over 300 pounds. So I do tend to, make a few excuses for him that his supporting cast isn't up to par with, say, Bo Nix's supporting cast. But he's a for-real quarterback. And he's a for-real quarterback prospect in this league. There is some question whether he's going to come out this season because, he still has a year of eligibility. Shiloh, his older brother, safety for Colorado, still has a year of eligibility. Deion seems to think that they're both going to stay. Whether they stay or not is yet to be determined. I tend to think they'll probably stay, which could be good for the Falcons because – the Falcons, how they operate, they'll give Ridder another year, and then we'll figure, this guy's got to he put a ceiling on this offense.
I forgot this.
We're going to be in the quarterback market again next year.
Desmond Ridder. This is a no Desmond Ridder hate week, so I'm not going to say anything bad.
He's
coming with a good performance. Right. We'll see what happens with Desmond Ridder, but yeah, for sure. If he doesn't pan out, they're going to be in the market this year. I do think he's going to stay. I don't even think it's going to be that much of a question. But you look at the quarterback class, this is one of the best I've ever seen. It's hard to imagine him getting past. Like, he's probably going to be QB4 at best.
It's probably a good business decision to stay in.
Yeah, and he's making so much money out there in Colorado. So much. He's going to make more money than being a late first-round pick in Colorado than he would. So I think he's going to stay, and I think he gets drafted higher. He's definitely going to get drafted higher if he stays another year. Plus, his brother's going to be there. I don't think there's much reason for him to leave. I think it's better that he stays. They're going to be better next year. So, yeah, coming up out of the break, best bets, we're going to preview some college football locks.